Yan, good morning. So, ulit pa tayo rito sa ating YouTube account. Nanonood tayo ng impeachment trial ng ating VP Sara Duterte.
Council for the prisoners under the direct control and supervision of the House panel of prosecutors. We'd like to call on our first witness, Your Honors, Mr. Roderick C. Wamil.
The clerk of court, through Sergeant Terms, is directed to kindly bring and situate at the witness stand the witness of the prosecution for today, Mr. Roderick Wamil. Before you sit down, Mr. Wamil, clerk of court is directed to subscribe the witness, or rather put the witness under oath. Apologies.
Please raise your right hand. You, Roderick C. Wamil, do swear that the evidence you shall give in the case now pending between the Philippines and Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
You may sit down, Mr. Wamil. Your witness, counsel for the panel of prosecutors, Attorney Capunan, you may proceed when you're ready with your offer.
Thank you, Your Honor. But before we proceed, senators, honorable senators and presiding officer, may we flash on the screen page 2 of the pre-trial order dated 29 June 2026. Please note from the screen that several admitted facts are stated in the said pre-trial order. I call your attention, please, to page 2 of the pre-trial order. These are the admitted facts for Article 1 on the misuse and misappropriation of confidential funds. I will not read them anymore, but I'd like to highlight certain admissions.
The lady may proceed for the guidance of the senator judges.
Thank you, Your Honor. As can be seen from the screen, first, the OVP, Office of the Vice President, had confidential funds in the fixed amount of 125 per quarter. The first quarter of 2023 is February 6 to March 29, 2023. For the second quarter of 2023, that is April 25 to June 30, 2023, and for the third quarter of 2023, which covers the period July 14 to September 30, 2023. Fixed amounts per quarter of 125 million.
You're referring to paragraph numbers 2.5, 2.6, and 2.7, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Also admitted is the fact that Gina Acosta was the Office of the Vice President's Special Disbursing Officer, or SDO, in relation to the OVP's confidential funds for the fourth quarter of 2022, as well as the first, second, and third quarters of 2023, as can be seen on the screen. May I ask counsel for the respondent?
We confirm that, yeah.
Thank you, counsel. Likewise, Your Honor, this honorable court presiding officer will recall that in the hearing last Wednesday, several stipulations were made by both parties, and in fact, upon the initiative of Attorney Poa, counsel for the respondent. May I just remind this court what these are, and they will be flashed on the screen. for the better appreciation of this honorable court. Both the prosecution and the respondent agreed last Wednesday's hearing to the following stipulations. First, that the OVP issued 4 checks, all in the name of Gina F. Acosta, worth 125 million each on December 20, 2022, January 31, 2023, April 18, 2023, and July 13, 2023. Second, that these said amounts were paid by the Philippine Treasury for the account of the Office of the Vice President. Third, that Ms. Gina Acosta received the amounts of the said checks on December 20, 2022, February 6, 2023, April 25, 2023, April 10, 2023, and July 11, 2023. Likewise stipulated, Your Honor, that the said amounts were paid by the Philippine Treasury for the account.
Counsel,
Yes, sir.
with respect to the last check, what was the date of encashment? You mentioned July 11, or is it July 16? Or should it be July 16? Kindly check your records. Because the encashment cannot be before the date of the check.
Respondent.
April 10, 2023 and July 11.
Kindly check the last check. Last 3 digits, 664. Council mentioned that it was encashed on July 11, 2023. It should be, if I remember correctly, it should be July 16.
What was the date of encashment? You mentioned July 11, or is it July 16?
Kindly check the dorsal side of the check.
Kindly check your
July 13, Your Honor.
13, okay.
encashment cannot be before
The date of the check is July 13, but encashed by the SDO on what date? You said July 11 earlier.
Kindly check the last check. Last 3 digits, 664. Council mentioned that it was encashed on July 11.
Encashment eh.
It should be
Counsel for respondent, maybe you can help us with this.
We are verifying, Your Honor.
Kindly validate. Because date of encashment cannot precede or antedate the date of the check.
July 13. 13. The date of the check is July 13.
Honorable presiding
Yes,
officer,
yes,
the date
Counsel.
of the check is July 13, but the encashment was July 14 po.
July 14. Okay, not July 11. I heard you mention July 11.
My bad, Your
You may proceed, Counsel.
that the said amounts were paid by the Philippine Treasury for the account of the Department of Education Office of the Secretary. And lastly, that Mr. Edward D. Fajarda received the amounts of the checks on February 22, 2023, April 26, 2023, and July 13, 2023, which amounts to 112.5 million, Your Honors. May we ask counsel for respondent to confirm this?
Your Honors, just I really don't want to make a big issue about this, but just on the first stipulation, Your Honors, please. We remember stipulating only as to the ability of the witness to identify the checks and to the authenticity
Of the checks.
of the checks. Now, I do understand where the counsel for the prosecution is coming from, but perhaps we could just refer to our records in terms of the stipulations made, Your Honors.
The presiding officer remembers that the authenticity and execution of the checks, as well as all the information contained therein, meaning to say the signatories, the payee, the amount contained therein, the date it was encashed, were all stipulated to by the respondent. In not so many words, counsel, you are correct.
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, not only the front side of the check, but the
Including
dorsal
the
side.
dorsal side, meaning to say the checker, the validator, the...
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, they were all stipulated to by the respondent. You are
Thank
correct,
you,
counsel.
Mr. Presiding Officer. And lastly, Your Honors, please. As you can see in front of you,
Meaning to say the signatories, the payee,
we have 15 boxes.
the amount contained therein, the
15 boxes of confidential funds.
the respondent.
For this witness alone,
Not so many words, counsel.
he will be identifying 50 exhibits.
Are you proceeding with your offer already, counsel?
No, Your Honor. This is in addition to our proposed stipulation, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. Proceed.
Okay. This witness will be identifying 50 exhibits. The acknowledgement receipts alone for the fourth quarter of the Office of the Vice President will be 845 documents, Your Honor. And not to preempt testimony of the next witness, this next witness will attest to 3,664 documents, of which 3,617 are acknowledgement receipts, Your Honor. My proposed stipulation, Your Honor, since most of these documents, Your Honor, are not documents from the prosecution. These documents are the liquidation documents submitted by the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education Secretary to liquidate the 500 million confidential funds of the Office of the President and the 116.5 million of the DepEd, Your Honor. Just to emphasize, Your Honor,
Tatlong mahabang magkakasunod ka na
these are common exhibits.
Bill,
And if counsel, we can
Bila.
flash them on the screen. Most of these are common exhibits. For the Office of the Vice President, we have 14 common exhibits for the period December 21 to 31. For the first quarter of 2023, there are 6 common exhibits, 6 common exhibits as well for the second quarter of 2023, and 5 common exhibits for the Office of the Vice President, Your Honor. And this is a total of 31 common exhibits, Your Honor.
tayo na si Halos.
For the DepEd, Your Honor, we have 6 common exhibits for the first quarter, 7 common exhibits for the second quarter, and 6 common exhibits for the third quarter, Your Honor. And here is where we ask for stipulation, Your Honor. Since these are prosecution exhibits as well as defense exhibits, and in addition to that, these are documents submitted by the defense themselves to the COA by way of liquidation, Your Honor. May we request for stipulations for the appreciation of the senator judges and the presiding judge. Flashed on the screen are the exhibits we want stipulated, the prosecution exhibit numbers, and the defense exhibit numbers, Your Honor.
These are only insofar as the common exhibits are concerned, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, these are only common exhibits.
What does the respondent, counsel for respondent, say?
Your Honor, may we just ask for, and I apologize for having to request for this, but may we just ask for at least a 5-minute suspension so we can also concur with the prosecution panel and to check exactly what documents they would want to stipulate. Because, Your Honors, we have no problem stipulating, but we also, due to the voluminous nature of the documents, we just want to make sure we're also ensuring the rights for clients, especially, if there are questions on chain of custody, etc.
With the permission of my fellow senator
Just 5
judges,
minutes.
this is in the interest of abbreviating the proceedings anyway. Chair declares a 5-minute recess.
Thank you, Your Honors. The physical exhibits are here if council wants to look at them. So,
We are on recess. No need for permission to approach each other.
Liquidation lang ito. Nagawa ko na.
Your Honors, Ano mo sir?
Radyo.
Then po sa Eco po yung Double Alpha, i-10-5 ko na lang. Next sir, 1100, 145 sir, so 606 na Eco 9.
Yun yun. Tara.
Parang buwak na. Parang buwak.
Sige. Inform na lang siya dito. Wala si OA.
Sige. Padala na lang kay ano, kay Hanova yung
Anong mainit, madam?
pagbalik na lang ni OM. Sige.
Si John Mike Mopira.
Hindi nabayaran ang hombre. Mga idol, mga nagkitawag ng pinabring at klases, maniguro o perno, dahil sila kayong iyabot pa ang bagyo, balik ang trabaho, balik ang gasto, kailangan naman ang pulong sa ito mga idol, nagpuwit.
Sunod. Eh.
Project.
Parehas tayo. Tumawa rin ako sa pag-usap na.
So, yung ganun ko, kaso ubusan ka na. Nagsini nung Sabado. Ano, naging sila, nagkain.
Saan daw tayo pupunta?
Bukas sir. Bukas lamang yun.
Last video yun.
Oras.
Paalam na tayo.
Saan banda, Ma'am Ross?
Kasama
Sa
si...
Baguio eh. Malapit lang
Dapat sa
sa'yo.
GCO sinindi.
service natin.
Ay, kasama sa sala dun eh.
Di pa alam tayo ba yun? Sila Sir Alex, pa alam tayo.
Ay, ano ko na nga sa video na lang magsabi.
Ha?
Okay lang.
Ha?
Baka matagal ang pagkakas.
Okay lang, doktor. Basta yung gado yun doon. Walang problema.
Hindi natin kasi alam kung ano oras tayo. Kung hindi oras tayo.
Oo. Ano? After office hour?
Hindi siya.
After lunch, pwede para may time tayo.
May tao pa tayo, may girl pa tayo dito.
Ay, hindi. Pwede yung kunyari, yung kalahati. Pumunta muna doon. Yung kailangan sabay-sabay tayo. Half. Yung gusto pumunta na doon ng tanghali. Pumunta na. Tapos, pumunta na gabi.
Siguro doon ako kasama.
Bakit?
Hindi, siguro doon na lang ako sa kung saan anong oras kayo.
Doon. Ganun din. Baka gusto mo suntokin ko yung mga upal ka na. Doon na lang.
Tapos,
Doon ako sa last. Kasi uuwi na ako. Sige, kung sa libre mo.
sama mo siya.
Hindi nga pa mga
Sige, pag-usapan natin kung
ano pupunta? Wala balik kasi sa medyo eh. Pero makasan yan. Kung ikaw
Hindi, hindi ko sa nadaan eh. Malayo pa. Pamakilaki.
Sa St. Peter ba? St. Peter?
Oo, sa St.
Doon lang malapit sa kanila.
Opo. Sinad ko na lang sa para mas pwede ako kasama siya.
Friend ko siya, pero hindi ko tapos. Sige, update nila ako. Ako, GF.